This is part 2 of yoga for anxiety. So in this one, we're going to do a restorative pose. So you're going to need a couple blankets at least. If you have a yoga bolster, you can use one of those as well. I'm just doing it with blankets because it's what I have at home and because it's what I want. I want it to be accessible to everyone. So I want everybody to have the tools at home. So start with your blanket, just fold it in half and roll it up nice and tight. So we have a long roll here, folding through the blanket. And then I'm going to actually grab another one and roll it on top of that. So I'm just making like a bolster-like prop, I guess, but using soft blankets. So I'm just rolling those together until you have like a big tube just like this. So this one we are going to use for a assisted child's pose. This is a restorative yoga pose. So restorative yoga poses are great for gently stimulating our nervous system, but in a way that is going to promote healing and stuff. So just come to have the bolster in front of you with your knees on either side of the bolster, and then just come into a child's pose. So toes together, sink back towards the hips, so bolster can come in here, and just allowing your arms to fall down and allow the belly to rest on top of the bolster. Now if you were tight through the hips, you might also want to put a blanket just on top of your ankles. So now it's like I'm lying on a cloud. A cloud of soft blankets. So just taking the time here to breathe. I like to have my head off to one side. I feel like I can breathe easier that way. But you can also put your forehead onto the blanket if that's comfortable for you and you feel you can breathe. So this one is one that allows us to breathe deeply into our back. So stimulating along the spine. So just allowing your upper body to relax onto the bolster. Our nice cloud of blankets. And this just gives us a space, a little bit more extra space to breathe in regular child's pose. In regular child's pose, often the belly is tight against the knees, especially if we have more space there. But just relaxing into this. Making sure that at about the halfway point you turn your head so it's facing the opposite direction. So we balance through the neck. Just continuing to breathe here, relaxing into the pose. And then to come out of this one, gently just like press through your hands. Walk yourself up, maybe sitting back on the heels, taking a stretch, and moving in a way that feels good to you. So that is our second pose in this series, Yoga for Anxiety, a restorative pose that really is a gentle stimulation.